Nighttime skies over Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight it's the first of four between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next. Logan Forsythe will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Steve Pearce will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
The 0-1 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Parks ranging back. And he'll scale the wall here. And did he catch this? He did.
Oh, and you know, apart from that scoreboard in right field, the outfield wall here in Baltimore is only about 7 feet high all the way around. Definitely tailor-made for guys to jump up there and rob home run balls. And look at the play he makes here.
Sean Parks comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fly ball out toward left center field. Kiermaier is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home. Sean Parks will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Back goes Kiermaier. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Logan Forsythe is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and that'll get down for a base hit. Sean Parks will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Kiermaier looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 11 for him on the season as the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Evan Longoria will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. A ball hit softly on a line to third, but little trouble handling this one down. In now, Kurt Casale. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Drilled to the left side and through into left field. Back-to-back hits have him set up to start the 7th. Number 38 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now a swing and a fly ball. Parks sprinting after it. And he's retired here, 1 away. Sean Parks will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Sean Parks will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The 0-2 home. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Dickerson. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's 2 away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third.
So coming to the plate, Josh Harrison, as he's got a chance to be the hero. Tying run at third, winning run at second.
Oh, you gotta love it, Matt. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game that comes down to this.
And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides. So stepping in, Chris Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. On the ground, up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. 1 run scored. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
You know, he's up there just hoping to get the tying run home. But instead, he does it one better by getting the winning run home as well.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 6-5. Good night from Baltimore.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 6 runs.
Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Who are you focused on, EK?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Kevin Gossman gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable.
Kevin Kiermaier will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Parks looks up. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Logan Forsythe will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes you deep.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin.
Steve Pearce will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Parks is underneath this one, and that's out number 2. With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, it must be nice for a manager to be able to pencil in a guy like Manny Machado over there at third base.
Sean Parks comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Sean Parks.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Number 13 for him on the year, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed.
Sean Parks will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again.
Souza is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive line.
What? No.
Sean Parks strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. This is hit high and deep out to left.
Out.
A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
He didn't catch that?
A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
How did he not catch that?
And right now, this guy has got to be one of the hottest hitters on the planet. 2 home runs in yesterday's ball game, and now another 2 home runs here. Whatever he's got going on, he's going to want to bottle that up right now because he is hot.
I barely even saw
Striding into the box, Brad Miller. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Barely got it out. Nobody even caught that. It got stuck in the seat. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Wow. That's freaking crazy.
Now the 0-1. Hard hit toward the hole. Look at Machado to second for 1. He beat it out.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Great effort, but that will go into the books as a hit.
Oh, man, this would have been one heck of a double play if they just...
Steve Pearce will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out toward left. Parks waits on it. 1 out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home.
Sean Parks will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Who's even there?
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Souza going back. Gone!
What? No!
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and it's now 6-4.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Steve Pearce will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Hit in the air out to left. Parks moves over, and that retires the side. Rays strand just the one. They trail it here. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. But what surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
Left 8 men on base.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one. Back live now on the MLB pregame show, just a few minutes away from Game 3 of the series. And while the final preparations are being made, we give you the Topps Player Spotlight. Sean Parks is in the glow. And he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs, really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his. And who knows, maybe he'll put on another show in this one. I wouldn't put it past him.
All right. Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
Parks comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Steve Pearce gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Parks ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay 0. Orioles coming up. Sean Parks comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Sean.
Out in front of it, strike one. Odorizzi's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Kiermaier racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch and shoot?
Sean Parks steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Somebody did not do their research on the order bird.
Odorizzi comes set. First pitch on its way. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run.
Nope, MLB.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
Sorry, I'm not going for it.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Yeah.
Sean Parks stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Souza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Logan Morrison is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Tillman sets. 2-2 on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. At the plate, Kurt Casale. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Parks is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with 2 gone. Kevin Kiermaier stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Line drive to left. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third, and the run is in to score from second. That makes it 7-5. Digging in to try it again, Evan Longoria. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Steven Souza digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Lifted in the air out to left. Parks shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Baltimore's out in front, 7-5. Sean Parks will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Only real O's fan knows what those flags mean out there. He's still out there.
First offering on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Kiermaier going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Nice, comma.
So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they open up a 4-run lead.
Right now.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball
MLB
game.
The
He's
Show.
having an afternoon to remember so far.
Sean Parks comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. He's running towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Yeah, it's not too often that you'll see a first pitch hit and run, but it worked out here. Usually you see it when the batter's ahead in the count.
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this will be an RBI as the run comes in to score from third.
And with 2 strikes, you can bet he's gunning for the strikeout here. So that's a good job at the plate to just focus on putting the ball in play. And he does so to drive in the run.
Chris Davis will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Runner goes for third. On the ground up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down. Manny Machado will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Okay, comma. Give me about a half hour. Alright, boys and girls. Sadly, I gotta end the live stream after this game. So.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Our final line
Yeah,
score this
he
afternoon.
delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs.
Good. Wow, already?